Hey guys, Ben here, Honeydew Homestead. It's been a hot minute. I guess I'll just quickly say, as you can tell from my lack of videos, in a roundabout way, I guess I am semi-retired from YouTube. I am here at the farm today, but I didn't even bring my tripod, so I don't know. I'm just going to record this and see what happens. I might post it, I might not. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I was going to be posting less frequently, just doing stuff as I feel like it, and I don't know. I guess I just haven't felt like it. But anyways, let me unpack a few things and we'll chat. Got a bunch of random stuff back here. I'm gonna see if I can free up a few pots. I'll water some trees. We'll get some stuff done. And then I'll just kind of show you what I'm up to. Bonus, I've got some beautiful tomatoes. Man, those things are so red. They are ready to go home. All right, got some tools here. Not many. I didn't bring any like string trimmers or anything like that. I feel like I should have, but honestly, I just came to check up on the property and check up on the greenhouse. I feel like I haven't been out here that much. I turned on Wiley and took me a minute to kind of remember, like, okay, how do I put this thing into gear and how do I get it moving? So yeah, it's been a minute. Let me go ahead and put these tools down for a quick second. Okay, so obviously I still got some junk from when I built it, this whole greenhouse, and I think I need to clear some of this stuff out. I might take some of it home with me. There's a gnat around me. I should have put some spray on. I think I got some in the truck. But the weather inside of the greenhouse actually is very nice. It's perfect. Maybe a little bit later I'll be able to check and see what that temperature is. But for now, I'm just going to keep working. But it's really nice in here. The humidity level is pretty low, and the temperature is nice outside. It's warmer, definitely warmer inside of the greenhouse, but I think it's a good warm if you want to have more tropical or subtropical type plants in here. You kind of want it to be a little more humid, a little bit warmer than what you're going to get in zone 7. All right, what am I missing? I'll see you guys in a little bit. I got some cleaning up to do. I got to take some of this stuff to the truck. I think I might bring the truck in a little bit closer. I was thinking about cutting the grass, but I don't know that it needs it. I think the only reason I would consider cutting it is because there is a lot of just garbage grasses out here that I don't really want them to keep reseeding. I've got panic grasses and just all kinds of nasty annuals that frankly I just don't care for. And I've also got a bunch of sedge grasses and crabgrass for sure. There's a lot of crabgrass out here. Anyways, I don't need any of this stuff. I'm still debating if I'm even gonna put fescue again when I move out here, because clearly it just doesn't want to stick. I might give up on the fescue thing and go back to centipede. We'll see. Looks like we kind of cleaned things up a little bit. This stuff here, I wish I could take it home, but honestly, I just have nowhere to keep stuff like that. It's the only reason why it has stayed here. It'd be nice if I could just clean that out so that I could start maybe doing some kind of design work here, but man, I just gotta figure out what I want to do with that chunk of just stuff. It's mostly offcuts. I mean, I have ideas, I have thoughts, but it's a matter of time, priorities. So I think what I'm going to do, I have a couple, I've got about 4 plants. I've got 2 lemon trees or little plants that I grew from seed, and I've got 2 avocados that I grew from pits, and I'm just going to throw them in here. My focus right now is it's all experimental. I'm just trying to test to see, okay, what can survive in this greenhouse regardless of, you know, what I put in here, what the temperatures become outside, that kind of stuff. If I can find a way to get plants to grow in here that are tropical or subtropical, I would love to put, you know, some other plants in here, maybe mangoes, some lime trees, that kind of stuff. Who knows? I did build it plenty high, but obviously it's still only a 16 by 24 building, so there's only so much I can do. But all of that being said, I think it's going to work out. I hope it works out. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of plants here, and maybe I'll put a couple of plants over in this corner here. And like I said, I'm just going to have to leave that corner the way that it is. We'll see.
A few moments later.
I changed my mind. I'm taking this crap out of here. That's the nice thing about making the door that big. You can just pull the whole truck in here. All right, let me pull out and take these out of here, and then that's going to free up that entire corner, and I can put these plants where I want them. I think it's the best in the end. All right, I've been going back and forth a little bit, but I think this is where I'm going to leave things. Obviously, I got to put them in the ground, but I think I'm going to put this guy. He's about 8 feet off from the corner. And same for him. He's about 8 feet off from the corner there. So that gives them nice, even spacing. And they're about 2 feet away from the wall. And obviously, I'm going to have to keep that trimmed up on the back side here, just so that it's not rubbing up against the building. But the intention is for, man, the mosquitoes are out of control right now. The intention is for all of this to basically grow into the greenhouse and not up against the walls. Same with these. I'm going to go ahead and plant these. These are actually only about 4 feet off of the wall here and 4 feet off of the wall there. Plenty of room in the middle if I wanted to put some water tanks or something like that, or even if I wanted to put a little stove or something like that to warm this place. Who knows? I'm trying to keep the heating elements down to a minimum and just trying to use solar energy. So I obviously have a long way to go. And these are all free plants. So this is all just experimental stuff. If they die, they die. And if they live, they live. So we'll give it a shot. I don't come out here a whole lot, meaning I don't have opportunities to water them a whole lot. And I think that's going to be my biggest concern, probably in the summer though. I'm hoping that I'll be okay through the winter months. They'll probably not be in that active growing phase, and so they're not going to need a whole lot. But I also think that there is ground moisture in here, not a lot, but there is some ground moisture that I think will hopefully help. So we'll see how that goes. All right, these guys are in the ground. That took a little more work than I thought. This ground is compacted really bad. So it definitely took some muscle, and I've got the tractor. And I'm actually going to bring the tractor, I'm going to back it in and dig a little bit around here because I've got some random sweet potato slips. Again, this is all experimental. I just took those slips as cuttings off of the sweet potatoes from the Homestead, and I'm just going to leave them in here. I want to see what happens over the winter. It might be too cold, maybe the days are too short. It doesn't matter. This was all for science. Yeah, it's coming together nice. Man, these mosquitoes, they're driving me crazy. All right, it's been cooler weather. It's fall weather. Where are these mosquitoes coming from? Weren't they supposed to die already? All right, I guess that's it, guys. I'm going to start cleaning up. I'm going to loosen up the soil, drop these sweet potato slips in the ground. I don't think I'm going to cut the grass today. It's getting later in the day. The sun's going to be setting in about an hour or so, and I got a couple other little things I need to do, so I'm going to leave it there. As always, you guys be good. Stay motivated. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. But yeah, it's really nice in here actually. Humidity.